Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. No matter what people's opinion may be, I can tell you this for free, that you are better off and earn more respect going back to your husband than living here with your mother and sibling. They said that a great Yoruba woman from Akure had spoken to Olori Naomi right there in Akure, and they said this woman is somewhat related to Olori Naomi's father as well. Now, the entire time we have heard that there is an uncle of Olori Naomi who came from Australia to come and try and fight for Queen Naomi's freedom if Ooni of Ife is not ready to make things happen for Olori Naomi anymore, okay? And this man has been in Nigeria the entire time, and they say he will be leaving Nigeria very soon, right? And they said this woman who was speaking to Olori Naomi before the whole of last week, it was settlement for Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. They had meetings upon meetings upon meetings. People came up with, different opinion concerning this issue. There were those who were saying that Naomi needs to go back. Others are saying Naomi should not go back and all of that. Olori Naomi's uncle at this time, for the longest of time, he stood his grounds that Naomi wasn't going back because of the way Naomi was being treated and humiliated in Ooni of Ife's life. But later when Ooni made this proposition, known to Olori Naomi as the fact that he's not going to subject Olori Naomi into going back and living in the palace, especially upon knowing that is not what Olori Naomi herself wants, okay? And so with that all, it was, a whole lot. When he made the proposition, they said Olori Naomi wasn't even willing to vouch, like she was not willing to go. And the uncle, that's the pastor, now had already mellowed down, like, okay, if this is what Kabiyesi is saying, hopefully he is able to implement this, and with all the promises, because Kabiyesi has never ever ceased to say that he loves Olori Naomi a great deal, and Naomi should return back to her matrimonial home, right? So they said at this point, the uncle had subpoenaed her, but it was Naomi who was still hesitant. She didn't want to go. They said this woman, who is also a member of Olori Naomi's paternal family, stood and said, look, no matter what happens, no matter what people's opinion may be concerning this issue, you're better off, you earn more respect staying with the Ooni of Ife, even he has got 30 wives, than staying here in this house, your mother's house. Now, the house in Akure where they are staying, their house, they said, belongs to Olori Naomi's mother. They said it was the Ooni of Ife that bought that house for them, right? Olori Naomi stays there with the siblings and all of that. And this woman is telling Olori Naomi that, look, if you know that the woman in question, they said that she left her husband when she was about 36 years old, right? Her husband went and got married to another woman and another woman. That is 2 women. Then when she was about 46 years old, 10 years later, she returned back to her matrimonial home. And she has been there from when she returned back to her matrimonial home till now. That it's been 16 years that this woman has been in her matrimonial home. She said that if she had known better, she was young, she was not reasoning straight, and there was nobody to give her great counsel. That if she had known better, that there are certain decisions that young women make that they are not supposed to make. And that is why you see a lot of single parents right now, single mothers. That is just about who treats you this, who treats you that, and all of that, that your happiness, complete happiness, does not have to depend on your husband. You have to make yourself happy. And Olori Naomi, from what the woman is saying, has got all the resources to be the best that she can be. Naomi is not a woman that is all about town, washy. Naomi is a queen. The woman said that Naomi is a queen. Queen by birth, like Naomi, may not have been no royalty, but God created her as a queen. That being under the Ooni of Ife is the best place for her to be, irrespective of the situation. That if Naomi had not left the palace the way she did, things would never have, snowballed into this fiasco that we are witnessing right now. That it is time God has given her another chance to return back to her marriage and make her marriage work. Her marriage is what it is. Do you think, they said the woman went ahead to give Naomi an instance concerning Ilegishi? That do you think that if Sekinat Ilegishi had left that marriage, Ilegishi wouldn't have married like 7 wives right now? That he would have. He is wealthy. He is good looking. Women are flogging around him all over the time. And the best thing that will happen to a contemporary woman, a woman in a mainstream society, a Yoruba woman right now, one out there, will be to be wife to the Ilegishi. And these women are all there. They are like vultures. They are looking for where to pee from. But then, if Sekinat leaves, they will all come in, okay? That things are still under control right now because Sekinat did not leave. That if Sekinat had left, you see these women will flog him because the men are easily carried away. That Naomi needs to go back. Now, these are members of her paternal family who are saying that she needs to go back. You know that they've been talking about this baby that wants to marry Naomi, a man, a pilot, and all of that. They said that, except Ooni, the truth remains that if Ooni of Ife does not free Naomi, Naomi cannot marry Okpebi or anybody. It's not even going to work out. That even the man knows they were preparing seriously for an engagement, and Ooni of Ife had to hold the bull, take the bull by the horn, by, getting his wife back. And so people are saying, okay, you do know that I do not live with the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to them or related to anyone who is related to them. But if the information we are getting is the truth, a lot of people are right now saying that Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi are, trying to work out modalities, the easiest way, trying to get a soft landing for themselves. Now, if Queen Naomi is thinking that Ooni of Ife is just going to stay with her alone, that is not even going to happen. She shouldn't even think about it. That is never going to happen. The truth is that everybody can tell you, why will he do this? Why will he do this? They are not king and they are not queens. Your situation is different. That God who blessed you with a challenge, and these are the challenges you need to face as queen. They said this woman is a member of Queen Naomi's paternal family, and she is a very big woman in Akure. That she had to come to speak to Olori Naomi in front of the uncle when Olori Naomi said that she wasn't going back to the palace. That it was a whole lot of back and forth movement last week for Olori Naomi that yielded what we just saw right now. And they said that Ooni of Ife has vowed that he is going to make, everything possible to ensure that Naomi is comfortable, Naomi is well respected, that nobody looks down on Olori Naomi because he will never be there and allow anybody treat Olori Naomi bad. That he loves Olori Naomi. He knows that a lot of people may not necessarily believe that he cares about Olori Naomi, but he does. Like, he cares so much about Olori Naomi. Olori Naomi is his heartthrob and all of that. And so he says this to everybody. Now, how do you blame people who are saying that, Naomi, you need to go back, Naomi, you need to go back? The right thing to do is for you to return back to your husband, because apparently this happens to be one of the things that almost everybody is saying to Olori Naomi, as the case is right now. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. Appreciate each and every one of you.